Hello, everyone. I was not on the starting soon screen. Oh, and of course my phone was being weird. Let's go back to the talking screen because that's the screen I wanted to be on. But yeah. All right. Mama, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I'm a bit frazzled, I guess. Um, but that's fine. Chip Sounder, how are you doing today? But yeah, so I clearly have my lights all set up, so that is good. I have my new desk set up. Unfortunately, I've got my AC right behind me, which isn't great. But we'll deal with the background as it is. Maybe I rearrange the room in order to get that not to be in the background, but for now it will just be. I don't know, maybe I'd replace this AC so that way it's not quite so um bulky, or I just need to just scoot my chair over this way more and sit like this. Uh-oh. I clipped the audio. Oh, I know why I'm clipping audio. Let's turn this way down. I'm back on my old microphone. Or not my old microphone, my new microphone. So that should be better audio. But yeah. But yeah, cool. And my new desk is a standing desk, so I can just click a button. Bye. And my desk rises up. Hello. Yeah, I am sharing my screen, right, Mama?
Yes,
Yeah, so you can see that my desk is now way up here.
I see that.
Yeah.
Or rather,
So,
I don't see your desk itself, but
yeah, but you can see that I now have to stand up in order to actually be in frame. So, hopefully, this will make things
see your
easier.
eyebrows.
Yeah. So I guess I have to like squish. Eventually, I'll get a new camera so that it's not the one that's attached to my laptop screen. But for now, hopefully that'll help with like my back and stuff. But I like this. But we're gonna go back to seated mode. Unfortunately, it does. My microphone is picking up the audio of the desk moving, so hopefully that's not too grating on everyone's ears. But I am liking my new desk. So anyway, Chip Sander, glad to hear you're not doing too bad. Hopefully the laughter is at me being goofy with my desk rising up, and not the annoying whine that was the audio from the desk changing positions. But with that, I watched K-pop Demon Hunters, which does not sound like anything that for those who know me, is not necessarily something that you would think I would be interested in. But I really enjoyed that movie. Have you heard any? Have you seen and or heard anything of that, Mama?
No, I have not heard about that at all.
It's on Netflix. But
Well, that explains it.
yeah, I don't think they advertised it very much. So um, but I mean, I did hear a lot about it on Facebook. But I highly recommend giving it a watch to people who are interested, or if they have teenage kids. I think that's kind of where it's aimed at as far as um, target audience goes. Which obviously maybe not obviously. I am not a teenager, but excuse me. But I still enjoyed that anyway. I tend to enjoy like media aimed at young adults more than media aimed at adults more anyway. So, yeah. So I highly recommend K-pop Demon Hunters. It was a pretty good story. They didn't do a lot of the things that I usually complain about when I watch movies. So, yeah. I mean, they did do like some accelerated relationship development between a couple of the characters, which I did criticize. I really don't like it when characters meet and then like 3 scenes later, like they're doing the whole like I feel like I can tell you everything. When it's just like, what have you told them? Your name? And you swung a sword at them. That's not really talking. I don't know. I just don't like relationship stories that way. But with that, have you got anything you want to share, Mama?
No.
All right, that makes it
Sudoku.
exactly. So, first puzzle today is going to be dots with maximum heat, recommended last time by the setter, Chip Sounder, who's with us in chat today. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Oops, move that over there. There we go. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 in each row, column, and box without repetition. Thermo, digits on gray thermos must increase from the bulb to the tip. And ratio pairs, digits separated by a black dot must be in a 2-to-1 ratio. So let's see what we can do with this puzzle. But I'm going to get the link to the puzzle in the chat for anyone who does want to give this one a go. And so Chip can make sure that this is the right link, or the most up-to-date link. I think I got this one from Bremster's video. Yeah, this is a sequel to the 8x8 Sudoku I solved a few months ago. Okay.
I'm noticing in row 1, column 9, and row 9, column 1, those 2 corners can only be 1, 2, or 3. Well, like, no, it couldn't be 4. It could only be 1, 2, or 3 because they're on a 2-to-1 ratio.
Mm-hmm. So the options on a 2-to-1 ratio are going to be the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 5, 7, and 9 are all odd, so you can't half them. And then if you were to try to double them, then they would all be greater than 5. And then if we look at the thermos that these are connected to, that's what gets rid of 8, 6, and 4. 6, 7, 8, 9. Still gives us the possibility for 2, 4, and 6 here. Now, 9 in this column, this row, and this column is going to look like this. And then our 1s are going to look like, if I click the right button, those.
Well, and the Kropke in row 8 between columns 8 and 9, that has some effect too, because the one on the right now the one on the left cannot be 4. Yeah. So that's going to be 3 or 4 on the right.
Three there. 98765. Trying to remember things that we did in the previous puzzle. I'm noticing that since the 9 can't go on the tip of this thermo, it definitely can't go here on the thermo. So it has to be one of these two, because it can't go anywhere else on these. So that's going to limit it up to here on box 3.
That last cropty dot over in box 4 has some effect too.
2, 3, 4, 6. Well, it can't be a 6 because it has to double upwards. So 4 was the maximum it could be anyway. So
It can't
8,
be a 4.
Can't be 8, so it can't be 4.
And so its bulb is 1 or 2, yeah.
Oh, where can 1 go in box 4? Well, it can't go on the thermo parts that aren't a bulb, so it must go down the middle. Where can 1 go in box 1? Can't go on thermo parts except for a bulb, and then it can't go in column 2 because of box 4, 1 being forced to be in column 2. So that gives us a 1 guaranteed there. 1 comes out, 2 comes out, and then 1's forced into row 9, column 9. And we get 1 in column 3 in box 7.
Ah, 2 is placed in column 9 because if it's not in that bulb, where else can it go, right?
Oops. Make those B4s. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. 2 here.
I
3,
missed
4, 5.
why the 2 was forced in box 7.
For the same reason as it was in box 3 in
Oh, you
column
couldn't
9.
put the 2 over with the 1?
Oh. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it was
2,
forced
4.
in box 3 because
Okay, could put a 2 there. So 2 is one of those choices. But it couldn't be here because this couldn't be a 4 because it's 5 left.
right.
Okay, well, where does 1 go in here? It's not on the thermo, and not on this thermo, so it's one of these two. We get ones like this, but that's not super helpful. Five, 6, 7, 8. Not enough.
But look where 4, well, no, that doesn't help.
Yeah, it does mean 4 is one of these two. Because this one it goes 2, 3, 5, so that can't be a 4. And then, since this one's minimum 3, then that could be a 4, but this has to be at least a 5.
Right.
And 4 is ruled out there. Now, this could theoretically be a 4. But this one couldn't be. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7. Another 4. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 6, 7, 8. Not a 4. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Could have a 3 here, but otherwise it goes around like this. This one is minimum 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, because of the 4 and the 2. So where does 3 go in box 3? Well, it's not on the top row. It's none of these as well, so 3 must be here, but then 3 is also not in this group. So we can't have a 3 over here, and this is minimum 3, or the only place a 3 can go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Now, 3 in column 1 is on the bottom thermo. No, never mind.
One, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Well, in box 8, the 9 has to be in the bottom in one of
All
those
right.
two, so the thermo
8,
backs up one, yeah.
7, 6, 5. Okay. making sounds so that I am talking. Not really sure where to look next. We've got 2s that look like this.
Okay, row 9, column 8.
Row 9, column 8, this one.
Right. If it cannot be 5 or higher, because then we have to put 2, 3, 4 all in the first 2 digits of the row.
Right. So 5, 6, and 7. And then that gives us a 2, 3 pair, which takes the 3 out, and then the 4. And then Chip Sounder says, can row 9, column 6?
No, it cannot because of the 4 in box 6, where it has to be. Oh, I was looking at column 7.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that is also true.
So now the 4 is placed in row 9.
Yeah. The only option is here, which is the 2. Which I had gotten earlier, but I got it through guesswork? No, misunderstanding.
Yeah, the assumption
5,
because
6, 7,
the
8.
other box 3
Yeah.
than box.
Yeah, box 3, then flipped to box 7. This
Right.
is a 3,
So
that's
now
a
you
4,
can
that's
do
an
the
8. Those can be 3, that's not an 8, that's not an 8. 4, it's not 5.
column 1. There's only one place for a 3 and one place for a 4.
7, 6, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Well, box 8 has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 is gone. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2
1,
pair.
2 pair. Yeah.
Couldn't eat anything though. So that I can see at least. Well, that's a 5, 6, 7 triple. So this is both 2 and 9.
And box 4, the final cell, can't be a 4 now because of the look
Oh,
up
right.
the.
So 2, 3 pair gives us a 1. Well, 5s have to be in this column.
4 can be placed in column 3.
Oh yeah, it does have to be that one. Makes that 2, that 3. 3 goes to 4. 5, 6, 7. 5, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9. This is apparently a 9. 5 is gone, 9 is gone, takes 8 out, 1 to 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 2s are gone, so no, there's 2 and that is.
That leaves the 1 in column 8.
3 in this box is removed from here because of 1 through 4. And then 1, 4, and 9 aren't 3, 2 isn't 3, and then you can't have a 3 after a 5. Did that a little overzealously.
5. Oh, never mind. There's already a 5, 6 pair in there.
Six, 7, 8, 9 leaves a 5. If this was a 6, that would be a 5, which would break this. So this isn't a 6, therefore this isn't a 7. 9. Five, 6, 7, 8. This is a 1, 9 pair. One, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The thermo that comes, it starts in box 5 and goes up to the left. The bulb is a 1 because up to the left would be a 2.
Oh, right. 1 there. 9, 2, 1, 9. We don't know which one of those is 2. Oh, but we do know which one's 9, because it can't be in the top row because of those 2. This one takes it out of there, and then neither of those is the end of a thermal, so that's 9. And of course, those had to be 9, so neither of those would be 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 2. Oh, which I got from the 9. Five, 7, 8, 9, and 2. And those 2. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Row 5, the 6 has to be in that center row because it's the only place to put it in the row 6.
Right. So 6 is gone from here. Oh, 5 into another 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 1, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Five, 6, 7 triple across row 3, so this is an 8. 5, 8, 5, 6, 7. 1 is gone, that's apparently just a 3.
Yeah, that's the 3. That's a 3.
This one's also 3?
Yeah, because
Oh yeah,
rows
these
5,
threes.
6 already had 3s and
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 9. So it can't be a 6 because it's the middle row. And one of those two has to be 6.
row 3, the 7 has to be in box 1.
Right. So those two can't be 7 anymore. Where's the 1 in here? In box 2. These 2 1s and those 2 1s eliminate the rest of the possibilities. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This isn't a 5, so that is 9, 6, 7, 9. Open our files. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Four, 6, 7, 8, 5, 9, and 2. Five, 7, 8, 9, 2. Four, 6, 3, 5. Okay. What am I missing? Seven, 8, 9, 7. Okay, well, there's a 5, 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 there's a 5. So I think that gives me X-wings. So that can't be 5. Which I guess I could have gotten from the fact that neither one of these had to be 5, which took it out of here. And then this couldn't be a 5. I guess that one is from the X-wing. But 6 leads to 8. It's 8's out. Yeah.
Column 1, third cell down, row, yeah, can't be a 7, because that would be 7, 8, 9, which eliminates the possibility for
The tip of the thermo coming from the bottom. 5, 6 pair gives us a 7. 5, 6, 8 gives us a 7. 6. 7 goes up. 9.
column 5 has an 8, 9 pair.
2, 4, 6, 7. if this was 6 and 7, you'd get an 8-9 pair. 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, and 5. I don't know why it's not clicking the buttons, but let's make that an 8, so that one's 9. 9 pair makes a 7. This would have to be preceded by 6, then 5. So this would be 8, that would be 9.
Oh, it's broken. Because of the 6 in row 1, where 6 goes in row 1, that's a 5.
Ah. And you can't make those both be 5s.
Right.
So this can't be a 6 then. So that's a 4. 2, 4, 7, 5, 6, 7.
Maybe you should get rid of all the super.
Yeah.
There.
9 pair places a 6, so it gives us a 7, 8, 9, 7, 5, 6, 8 places a 9. 7, 8, 9, 9, 8, 7 preceded by 6. Check. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What did I mess up? 2, 4. That's good. 2, 4. 2, 4. 2, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 5, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 8. 1, 4, 6. 8 and 7 are backwards.
Yep. Back it up.
From this point, if this is a 6,
right,
then we get, well, then that would be forced to be a 7. And so this would be forced to be a 7. If this is a 4, then we get 2, 4.
All right, when you were going through before, did it start with the center being a 6 or a 4?
I started with it being a 6 before.
Okay, and we knew that broke.
Yeah, because it breaks because 6 into 7 makes 8, 9. This is 6 or 7. That being a 7 gives us an 8, 9 pair, which is going to give us 7, which forces this to be a 5. The 8, 9 pair here makes this a 7, makes that a 6, and makes that a 5. Can't have those both be 5, so we know it breaks. So this cannot be a... What are you... 6
That is a 4.
is not allowed. It's a 4. 2, 4, 7, 6, 7, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, 9, 7. 9, not 9, not a 7, and it can't be preceded by an 8. So that's a 6, that's a 5, that's a 6. That's an 8, that's a 5, that's a 6. 7, 8, 5, 9, 8, 6, 2, 6, 5, 6, 7, 5, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 7. First try. No mistakes.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what happened before, but
something
I got
got
something
clicked
switched
wrong.
around. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been known to do that. But yeah, and Chip, you don't post on Logic Master Germany. Was that the intended solve path to ask the question, is this 6, 7? Because I felt like there was something else that I could do with this row to force this to be a 7, because I noticed that if this had been a 6, it forced that to be a 7, and then this 4 ends up doing 2, 7, and then I think that did some interesting stuff with this row, because this couldn't be a 7, because that was 8 or 9, and if this is the 7 in the row, then that was the only place a 7 could be. You can also break it by asking if row 4, column 6, if that could be a 7. So just starting with that one being a 7. Okay. So yeah, and if you ask it if it can be a 7, then that forces, and if that breaks, then that does force 5, then 4. But yeah, cool. All right. But yeah, and then Chip, you don't post to Logic Masters Germany, do you? Because I haven't found your puzzles on there. But I could also be searching incorrectly. Yeah, alright. Let me save this in the notes so that way I can paste it into. Actually, I don't need to save it because I've already got it. Although it's just on its own. You submit them to a tester directly. Okay. Cool. Alright. Then not sure how to categorize this one. Because normally I just sort them by, if I source them from Logic Masters Germany or from the Crafting the Cryptic channel, I guess I'll just have to label it as puzzle sourced from the setter. Alright, anyway, done with that puzzle. On to puzzle number 2 for today. Consecutive Killers 2 by Red Barchetta. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 in each row, column, and 3x3 box. Killer cages. Digits in cages do not repeat. Unique cages. All cage values are unique and do not repeat. Consecutive cages. Draw a single orthogonal line that does not loop or intersect itself and passes through each cage exactly once. It must pass through all cells in each cage, and it may only enter and leave a cage once. The line must pass through consecutive cage values. As the line progresses, so do the cage values. The line must begin and end with the same digit. Interesting. It took Bremster 62 minutes to solve. I think we beat that time. Oh yeah, we halved that time. We were at 36 minutes and 36 seconds.
And if it weren't for those two big errors, then
Yeah, then it would have been a little faster. Although we are two people, we are two solvers. Alright, last couple of lines here. Cells on either side of the inequality symbol must have values that abide by the indicated relationship, and it is exported from sudokulab.net. And copy the link here. And let's begin. All page values are unique and do not consecutive page. Draw a single orthogonal line that does not loop or intersect itself and passes through each page exactly once. It must pass through all cells in each page, and it may only enter and leave page once. Well, for a lot of these, that sort of forces the path. Okay, well, it can't connect here. It can't connect
it's
there.
going to have to come straight down on column 1, because if it leaves, yeah, if from in column 1 up there at the top, if it leaves that box to the right, okay, now how does it get up to the top of the one to the left, the cage to the left?
Could just be the end, theoretically. But I think. Oops, my button.
Can it go through diagonally?
No, it's orthogonal.
No, orthogonal, right.
Yeah. This is minimum 28. This one's maximum 39. Because they do go in order. So the minimum, the smallest digit's going to go over here.
Passes through each cage one. It must pass. Consecutive cage values. So those are going to either be the single digits are either going to be 1 through 8. They're going to have to be 1 through 8. And I guess they could be 2 through 9. Because the line must begin and end with the same cell, right? With the same digit.
Yeah. But the start and end positions are different because it does not loop. Although we don't know if this goes there or there. Although this is minimum 10, so that would force a 9 there.
Right. Well, and the same on the other end, if the last single digit up there, that's that one.
Yeah. It can't connect
It would have to
either of
go
those.
down to be 10.
Yeah. Oh, which is theoretically possible. But it's going to have to leave the box.
Right.
Well, not necessarily. It could be the start. It could be the start. Can't go there, that can't go there, that can't go there.
How many cages are there?
Why do I keep clicking that button? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh, and we know that 27 they're all consecutive, right? So
Right.
I guess what I should do is grab blank notepad. If we open this decent Sudoku notepad, and then we minimize the calculator. If we think about a number of digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to n minus 1 and n, which I guess we should just do 26 plus 27. Then one of the tricks we can do is we can wrap it around, the last one around, there, and then we can bring 26 down. We can do a plus sign, plus sign, plus sign, plus, then we can put 25 here, plus 4, plus plus sign should be here. There we go. Space. I don't know why I'm obsessing about this much, but 3. And what that's going to do is that gives us 28 plus 28 plus 28 plus 28 plus 28. But this is going to be and then how many 28s will I have? Well, if I have 1 through 27, well, no, I don't have 1 through 27. Do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I counted 27. 1 plus 2 plus 3 would be 3 boxes. So yeah, 1 through 27 is 27 boxes. So I don't have 27 28s. This is 27 divided by 2. And then we actually take the floor of that. But if we instead think of it as 26 divided by 2, that gives us 13. And then we have one extra remainder, which should be a 14. That is left over, I believe. But if you think about it in a more general sense, you have n digits, and then you're going to take n plus 1, and then you're going to divide all of that by 2. And that should give you the sum of the digits. Yeah. And then since n in this case is 27, we get 28 divided by 2, multiply that times, well, that's not right. That would be, well, 14 times 27, which is correct. Yeah. 14 times 27. Then we grab the calculator. 27 times 14, 378. But 45 times 9 is 405.
Did you miscount?
Say again.
Did the number of...
Well, that was assuming we started at 1.
Right.
So the other way of thinking about it is that we know we have n digits, and if you do first plus last, and it's still going to be divided by 2, then we need this to equal. So we know n is always going to be 27. We need this to equal 405. And so one of the things we can do is we know that last, if we know the number, last is going to be first plus 27. Actually, one less than 27, because they're consecutive. So that gives us 2 firsts plus 26, and we get that from this part here. So if we multiply both sides by 2, it gives us 810. Divide by 27. 810 divided by 7 gives us 30. And I just realized that the calculator is over that. Then we can subtract 26, which is going to leave us 4, divided by 2, and that gives us our first is 2. So if I just take that back, do a plus 6, make this a 28. Then this actually becomes 30 a bunch of times.
Who's the lowest?
And we'll have a random 15 in the middle. And it's still 15 times 27. And that gives us 15 times 7, 405. Minimize that. And because I can start and stop somewhere random in here, well, I guess theoretically, this could be the 9 that leads to 10.
Where are the two? Is there only one 2 cell?
Correct. Because all of the
And box
cages are
6.
consecutive.
Yeah, box 6 is the only 2-cell one I see.
Right here. But that can go all the way up to 17.
Nope, there are two 2-cell ones there. Both in
Oh, right
box 6.
here. Because I connected those. Because those had to connect. Because we know the biggest one has to be one of these two. Because this one is minimum 21. Well, this biggest one is minimum 28. So we cannot end in a 3-cell. I guess... Well, wait a second. With our adding up, 28 is our last one.
Yeah.
And since this is minimum 28, this is the last one. So that's our terminal. And wherever the 2 is, up here, that's our beginning. So everything else must connect to something. Okay, so this one has to go up.
Well, and in box 9, that bottom one, the corner has to go up.
Right. Yeah, so now those 2 are blocked off. This must go left, this must go left.
Wasn't going to have to start with a 2 in the
Yeah, it
row
is one
1,
of these
column
up here.
5?
Not necessarily. Oh, yes. Because this has to be the 9, because it connects to this. So this is 10.
Well, and the only way to hit all of those going consecutively,
If I went up, then
you
that would
can't.
split those.
Right.
So 8, and again, 7, split them. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, now these 2 are blocked off, so those connect there. Those are blocked off, those connect there. This is the end. I could get to 27. So that's blocked, it must go down. Now that's blocked, it must go that way. So now this must go down. unless it goes in.
Well, no, because it has to end in, and the only way to get to is in column 1 from the top is to go straight down.
Right. Yeah, because we talked about going in here.
Right.
Because we know that this one's the end now, not this one.
Right. And it's going to have to go. No, we don't know if it goes in from the one that's in column 3 or if it's the one in column 2 underneath the red.
Yeah.
And in box 7, it has to enter and exit the cage. So the one that goes, yeah, the L shape that stretches along the bottom and up, it has to go up because it has to exit that cage.
What
Oh,
could
but we
go
don't know
right?
if it goes right or up. Right.
Really no point. Marking the borders. Okay. Well, we're at 10. So either 11 here or 11 here.
Right. Now, never mind.
If we went here, 11, 12, we'd have to go up to 13 and then
Right.
down to 14. Either way, I believe this is 15, isn't it? 10, 11, 12, 13. No, this is 14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Or 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is 14. It can't have a
Can't
4 in it.
contain 4 or 6 or 7. Can't contain 6.
Oh, there it is. And then this one flows into this one, which is 15. Making this one 16. Making this one 17. Eleven, 12, 13, or 11, 12. So this one's 11 or 13. This one's 11 or 12. And this one's 12 or 13. Either way, we should be able to know what this one is because we know what these three are. They're 11, 12, and 13. And 11 plus 12 plus 13 is 3 12s, which is 36, plus 4 is 40. So this is a 5. So 1 ain't there. Taking 1 out. And I'm left with 2, 3, and 9. Now this one is either 11, which would be 2, 9, or 8,
Or 13.
In which case it can't use a 3 anyway.
Right. In which case, and it can't be 13 because that would be 9 and 4.
Right. And we know that this had to be 2, 3, or 9 because of what's left in the column.
Right.
So 2, 3, and the 9 paired with 4 is all gone. This must be 11. So 11, 12. So we know
And the
this is 2 9.
13 is going to be 6, 7. Because 4 and 5 both appear in the leaves 1, 3, and 8 for 12. And the 15 cage down there has to contain a 2, a 3, or a 9. And it cannot contain a 1 or an 8. Pull up the 17. Okay.
Oh, it has to have a 1. It has to have a 2. It has to have a 3. The 1 is here because the 1 8. And then this takes the 1 out of there. Mm, 17 either goes into 18 or 18. There's plenty of options. So
Oh,
so
all right. Given where the red has to be entered and the exit. So one of those two, column 2 or column 3 is going to have to be the exit. Or it's going to have to be the last digit.
yeah, 2 has to be one of those two.
No. Because
Is it
consider
not?
where can you enter it from?
You can enter here or here.
Okay. If you enter in row 4, then it has to have the last digit. The only way to get through all of them and catch that one that's in the bottom is if it's the 2.
But it can't
Well, that's
be.
not gonna work. But the only way to get to that is for it to either be the first one or the last one.
So it must be the first one.
Right.
So those must be the entrance points.
Right. Right, because you have to go through all of the the cage.
And then these 4 cells in red,
One of those has
um,
to be a 2.
yeah. I don't know if those have to be connected.
But we
Because I
also
could
know that
go,
it's 28, right?
they weren't connected. Yeah, it has to be 28.
Okay, and 28 has to have a 2.
7, 2. Actually, 1 and 3 are gone. 4.
Okay, so pull up the cage total. It has to be 1 through 7. Okay, right. It has to be 1 through 7.
Yeah.
I should have known that. Okay, well, it can't have 2 directly above where it entered because it has to end with 2.
Right. And this either loops around like this, or it loops around like that.
Is there any way for it to end in row 2, column 3?
Um,
No.
yeah, no.
Okay, so we know one of those 2 red has to be 2.
So it either goes up and connects there and around, or it goes around like this. Either way, those 2 are connected. And we know that because this is an L shape. This doesn't have any
Right.
other way to connect. I guess with the fact that this has to be such a large number, because I mean, this is minimum 16 right now.
Right.
So it's at least 18. Now this one's 17. 18 has to be one of these 2. I'm not sure exactly what question I'm supposed to ask about that.
All right. Well, the 3 cell in box 7, the most that one can be is 24.
Yeah.
25, 26, 7. Okay, if it comes it can't go up into, because that would have to be 25 and then up to 26, over to 27, over to 28, and then we're up to put. So,
Well, are you asking the question if this is 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21?
okay, well, yeah, I guess it could do that.
Yeah, because this one's minimum 21, so it could easily be 22. Although if it was 22, that would just be 1 through 7, except for the 6, because it's a 6-cell page.
Right.
And then where would 8 and 9 go in box
What's
4?
that little arrow?
It's an inequality.
Oh, okay.
It points
I
at the
must have missed
smaller
that one
cell.
in the.
Yeah,
Okay.
the rules were at the
Oh,
very
okay.
bottom. But this one could not be 21, nor can it be 22. It has to at least be 23. Which means that we cannot do 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, because then we wouldn't be able to put 8 and 9 in box 4.
Right.
So this isn't 22. So this one does not go down. It goes to the left. And then it must finish the box. And so this one must now go down.
Well, and column 1 must go down. They're in box 7.
Right. That should be our line. Nineteen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which removes the possibility for a 1. The
27.
It doesn't have a 2 in it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, which makes that digit 9.
Okay, well, the cage that's the 9, or that has the 9 in it.
I mean, it's 22, so we still have 13 and 4 left.
Yeah.
Has to have a 1 in it. But otherwise, not super helpful. No 2 in this 24. This cannot have an 8 in it, because of the 8-9 pair here and the 8 in box 9. It also cannot have a 1 in it. Not that there were lots of options for a 1, excuse me.
Can't have a 9 in it.
Because the 9's here and here. So then 7's required. That's not how we require a 7. But it cannot have both 3 and 6 because the 3, 6 that looks at those two cells. So if it had both 3 and 6 in it, it would be in there. So this is 4, 5, 7. The 4, well, if it had a 4. What's it highlighting? That's weird.
Strange.
Well, this cannot have both 5 and 7 in it, because that would break this cell. So now it must have a 2 in it. Now it's 2, 4, 9, or 2, 6, 7. But it doesn't have 3 in it. 2, 9 pair places 3. It doesn't have a 4, because the 4 must be one of those two.
It doesn't have a 1.
Right.
It can't have both 5 and 7.
Right. It does not have a 2 in it, because of the 2 at the top of column 5 and the 2 that's in the 15 over here.
Right.
So it must have a 3. Okay, this isn't a 3 over here, nor is it a 1. Now the 1 that's in here.
We can, okay.
Is 3. 7.
Oh, that's part of that. That's 27.
4, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, 27 here.
All right. There's 28, 27, 26, right?
Yeah. 28, 27, 26. 25.
Never mind that.
the 19 doesn't have 2 in it. But then...
And you can't put 2 in the 20, so it has to go in...
1.
Which it had to have a 2 anyway, so...
No, it had options that didn't
Oh,
include.
okay. Right, it has to have a 2, though.
Is it 20? Here, first try.
It can't have 2... Never mind.
So where is 2 in this box now? It's neither of those, none of those. That can't be a 2, that can't be a 2, so this one's 2. That was 1. So now the 1 has to be along the bottom, unsurprisingly. Oh, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it has to have a 5 or a 7 in it.
Right,
And it has
which
to be one
pairs
of these
with
3. And so the 7 is out of here. So this is 2, 4, 9. So that one's the 2. That's the 9. That's the 4. This one becomes 4. 2 and 9 here. 1 and 2 there. 1 there. 5, 6, 7. Oh, now the 4 is gone. So this is 5, 6, and 3. So the 5's out. 5's in. 7, 5, 6, 7.
Well, that has either 6, 9 or 7, 8 in it.
Yeah.
So it has to have a 4. Because
Well, the 3,
look at
4, or
if you look
5.
at box 8. You look at box 8. The the 18 cage.
Yeah.
We know it has a 3 in it.
Mm-hmm.
So the others, what's left is 15.
Yeah.
So in the 21 cage, because we have 33 left in those 5 cells.
Yeah.
15 of them are in the 4 cell that's the 21 cage.
Okay.
So that's 15, 17, and a 4. I don't think I
7
was
plus
explaining
4.
that very well, but
You
column
you
3,
got
the one,
that one.
oh, is a
3.
1, 3. Yeah.
So these are 15, so 6, 8, 9, 8, 7. It's fixed in that order. 3, 6, 9.
The 19 cage has to have a 1 or a...
And the 1's guaranteed.
Yeah, it doesn't have to have a 3, though.
One is no longer allowed in this 24.
The 20 cage.
What's this one?
Cannot have a 4. Okay, row 7 is left with 3, 6, 7, 9. So it has to have at least 2 of those. Okay, 3 and 9, 6 and 9, 5, 7, 8's out.
So 9's going to be required. So we can't have a 9 in here.
Oh, 11. Oh, well, okay. That's 20. That's a 20 cage. What?
Yeah. The 7 isn't allowed anymore.
Right, yeah.
And then that 3, 6, 9, so 7's here. And 8 to make 21. 7 and 8. 3, 6, and 9. 1. And now the 9 has to be on the top. So this is either the 5 that pairs with the 6 or the 8 that pairs with the 3, but this 8 just took out that option. So 5.
Well, and row 9 is left with 7, 8.
And 3 then.
Go back to the page that's in row 5, or column 5, excuse me, column 5, just below the 2. I don't remember what.
It's 24.
It has to have a 4 or a, well, I guess it could have both. Because that 4, 5 is in.
But it cannot have a 9. So it is 4, 5, and 8. These two are 1 and 7, I think. 7. So this is 2. 7, 4, 1, 4, 5, 4. And then I'm left with 5 and 6. And we're done. Nice. That took a longer time than I felt like it did. I wonder if I zoned out. That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
We need to keep this open. Save. But yeah. And that is going to be it for today. We've got, 15 minutes left, but the next couple of puzzles are probably going to take longer than that. So, with that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I do that, Sudoku. I forgot to go grab Object Masters Germany just to see if it was on there. And it is. Yeah, this way. Oh. Row 5. Clicking the wrong buttons. Huh. Very nice. Hard? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with hard on that one. That was a pretty tough puzzle to figure out the way that the things have to be ordered. If I zoom that out a little bit, no, it doesn't help. At least I get the congratulations part over here, but I can't see the rating doesn't actually show. But that's fine. Submit rating. And then I already copied that link over. So that is going to be that. Now we can go back to the thank you for watching screen. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. You can share the videos, the streams. There's a notification bell you can ring. But other than that, make sure to, I was about to start looping, telling you to like, comment, and subscribe again. Yes, I am a lot more tired than I thought I was. But yeah, if you want to see more content on the channel, ring the notification bell so you can get the notifications, or check out the live page. That'll tell you when I am streaming next. But that will not be until next week, because I am traveling this weekend. So with that, I have nothing else. So see you next week.